Yeah, good morning, the good people of Nigeria. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. In case you don't know, this is People's Parliament News Breaking, a platform that brings you hot music, hot songs, and hot news as it is hot. So, today we want to talk about Kwakwasho, the ANPP candidate Kwakwasho. So, Kwakwasho has said that some elders of the Northern elite has called to meet him to step down for Atiku, and he has refused. That he's not going to step down for anybody, because if he's going to step down for anybody, if they've done that before the submission of a list, even at the initial stage where there are so many talks from left and right, but he never concedes to step down for anybody. So we hope that he'll be able to keep his words, and if he does that, it's going to be a good advantage to the LP candidate, which is Peter Obi, because Kwakwasho is going to share some of his vote. He's going to share the northern vote with Atiku, while Obi is going to take some part of the vote as well, and Tinubu is going to take some part of the vote as well. We are praying that by the so good that the good people of Nigeria will come out en masse to vote Peter Obi come 2023 general election, because Peter Obi is the most viable and capable, compassionate leader among all of them all. He's the most outstanding person, free of crime, and not the rest of. He's energetic, he's intelligent, he knows about the economic. He has done it before, even in his home, in his state, in Anambra State. So he has proven worthy. He has become so many MDs of different endeavor of life, of companies, people banks MD. So he has the full capacity to deliver Nigeria to the fullest. So let's throw our weight behind Peter Obi. He's the only man that can take us for this suffering. Please, go and pick your PVC. Your PVC is your power. Vote Peter Obi, the Labour presidential candidate. A vote for Labour Party is a vote for Peter Obi. A vote for Peter Obi is a vote for Labour Party. We advise you all to vote for Peter Obi. God bless you. Please, we beg you. I beg, may I encourage your brother. Like, share, comment. I say comment on this page and share. Follow us so that I'll be able to bring you more news as it is hot. God bless you. This is People Parliament News Breaking. Hope to see you in my next video. Ciao.
Pressuring him to step down for a consensus candidate. Some news platforms a few days ago reported that eminent northern interests had approached Kwakwasho to let go of his aspirations and support the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, to emerge as the consensus candidate for the North. While addressing the Nigerian Guild of Editors in Lagos on Sunday afternoon, the former governor of Kano State lambasted those behind the rumor, saying they were scared of his popularity and the wide acceptance his candidacy has received across the nation.
Before the closure of submitting names of president and vice president of our parties, we made efforts. We explained to so many people that there was need at that time for merger. Of course, that time we would have merged with some party or parties. That time we would have submitted the name of president and vice president. That would have been okay. But now we have already submitted our names. We have all our candidates on the ground in NNPP like PDP and the APC. Now for you to say you are leaving them to go to another party, then I think something is wrong. So we have been answering these questions over the time. But to go to the point, you see, NNPP is all out to win the 2023 election. And let me tell you, and I think you can put it on record, you can keep this one on record. Today, these other parties, in terms of support and popularity, are coming down with time. And that's the fact of the matter. There is nothing any one of them would do to change this misfortune. I'm ready for a debate with all the candidates to come and put their cards on the table, all of them. Of course, some of them are running away from debate because they have absolutely nothing to say. And some of them, I even pity them because they are even being unfair to themselves and to their families.
Present here are editors from the print, electronic, and online media. So you have an opportunity today to present your roadmap to us, Your Excellency. So the Kwakwasho, Nigeria youths are agitated. I'm sure you are aware of that. They are rightly aggrieved, and they want to know the plans you have for them and why they must support your operation ambition. We want you to use this forum to speak on the plans that you have for them. Let me assure you of the neutrality of the media in these elections, but we will speak for the honorable people who simply want solutions to their numerous challenges.
And Arise News analyst Kayode Otitoju joins us now to discuss the North's push for a consensus presidential candidate, as Kwakwasho says he will never stand down for Atiku. Great to have you again on Newsday, Mr. Otitoju.
Thank you.
This looks like a case of a dark horse. You know, Mr. Kwakwasho, we've seen him, Senator Kwakwasho, we've seen him in at least 2 town halls now with his vice in the second one. And I think he's spoken quite well. So based on, you know, him staying on the issues, and now a case where we're hearing that he was asked to, you know, step down for Atiku and he says he won't do it. Could this be the one to watch besides the top 3 that people have been focusing on? And I want to say top 3. It doesn't mean that anyone's chances are less, but based on what you're seeing.
Really, thank you, Cynthia. I've really taken time to watch him. He's a very, very serious candidate. Serious. And he's taking the project very, very serious. You will see that actually when he was unveiling his manifesto, for good 2 days, he engaged our station here. You know, that some of our routine programs were not possible. Okay? He made sure that actually he spread it out, he reached out to the people. He's a serious person. And at the town hall meetings, you see how composed. So when people are serious about their ambition, people should not just sit somewhere and think that they are kingmakers and be luring people to step down or to team up with no. He wants to become president, and that is his dream. How he accomplishes it depends on him and how he could, you know, get it done. You know, in Nigeria, among the Nigerians, I won't really be a party to, you know, pressurizing serious people, you know, to step down. I'm not saying Atiku is not serious. Atiku is very serious. But if you look at the things that have been happening to PDP in recent times, the Wike issue, the Kwakwasho going, you know, forming his own party, and sticking to IU and thinking that it's IU or no one that could be the chairman of the party. All those things are eroding the power, you know, and, you know, a divided house may find it difficult, you know, to win an election. Ordinarily, we would have thought that, okay, PDP would be a real opposition to APC. The APC is waxing stronger because of the disintegration of PDP. Now, and the new parties are not coming together to present a candidate that can face these old parties. So, I don't know.
You know, I'm glad you spoke about the PDP and the situation there. Now, Senator Kwakwasho is somebody who has left the PDP twice. The last time he left, he cited serious irreconcilable differences. And, you know, he's not painting a pretty picture of what goes on inside the PDP, although the PDP will always insist that it's just a family disagreement. The media has gone on to continue with the narrative that it's a crisis. And this engagement and his response to stepping down for Atiku certainly reinforces that. But let's look at the concept of ideology. So Senator Kwakwasho said that the premise behind the formation of the PDP was actually that there was a united mission to get rid of the military in 1998-99. And that since then, the PDP has no ideology, so it's just been open for whoever's ready to take the reins of power. Now, in the backdrop of, you know, such an explanation from somebody like Senator Kwakwasho, and then seeing him, you know, dropping in and out of the PDP over the years, is he somebody we can genuinely trust and believe that he's standing on ideology, or is this about positioning himself in the best place for opportunity?
I think all depends on ideology. And the ones you have, you know, what you are looking for in politics, you won't stop until you get it, no matter how many parties you jump into. If you get to this party and you find out that actually that dream cannot be, you know, realized, you move to another party. And again, pertaining to the, you know, getting out the military, you know, as one of the main ideology of PDP. I think they really realized it under Obasanjo. In fact, for Obasanjo, there wouldn't have been democracy. Because Obasanjo got there and look, you know, at the Navy, the Air Force, the Army, and weeded out all people with political, you know, ambition among the military. All of them. That left, you know, at the general level. Colonel, majors, it's only Obasanjo that could have done that. No other person. And he did it successfully. If the ideology of bringing him, whatever the meaning you now connote or you give to ideology, you get it. If they say it's the ideology was to, you know, take power from military, they really achieved it under Obasanjo.
Well, Mr. Titoju, you know, one thing I've heard you say, I hope I'm not misquoting you, is never say never when it comes to politics. So now that Senator Kwakwasho said it's not an option, that he will not be stepping down, you know, for Atiku, do you think that this is something that's set in stone, or there might be a reconsideration at some point down the line?
No, you see, what the man is against is some people forming themselves as northern elders or northern leaders. You know, the first time they invited him, he didn't go. Because they had already had a pact with Atiku. And according to him, that, you know, why should he go when everything is already empted? So I didn't. This time around, again, you know, still, probably if the candidate or the candidates themselves come together and say, yes, in order to have the North still continue, maybe it's Kwakwasho that should be picked and be supported. Or maybe it's Atiku that could be, you know, supported. But why does the North think it's their turn? I want to look now. It's not their turn. It's the turn of the South. It's the turn of the South. I want to look. Our local.
You know, speaking about that and putting all these things into perspective, let's talk about the issue of consensus candidates, because it is an ongoing conversation. There are several people who are even implying that Peter Obi should also bow out of the race in favor of, you know, various conversations around consensus candidates. how many of these shifts do you realistically think we will see before February?
You see, this is the problem. Right from the day of Zik and Awolowo, people don't want to step down for one another. They don't. And that's why at the end of the day, head or tail, North always win. Okay, see the South now. It's more or less in disarray too. With the exception of Tinubu, that seems to hold on tenaciously to Southwest. Peter Obi find it difficult to say the same thing when it comes to the Southeast, because Atiku is still very, very popular in the Southeast. All right? Even in the Southwest, we have Prince Adebayo of SDP. Okay? It's making wave. If you have to base things on intellect and knowledge of politics and being young, I think the next president should be Prince Adebayo of SDP.
Very big words.
Yeah.
Definitely wait and see, but we appreciate your time as always, Mr. Kayode Otitoju, Arise News analyst. Thank you so much for joining us.